Hi everyone, I'm Shane Snipes and you're watching Sustainable 1000. Thanks so much for joining us here as I've traveled around the country doing an eco road trip. I've actually talked to upwards of 900 people now across 120 some odd cities. I can't even believe how many places I've been across 48 of our 50 states. And it's just been an amazing opportunity. And our 51st state for all my Canadian friends. Wah, wah. I love to make fun of you guys. No Canadians in the room, right? Down here in New Orleans, really happy to be here at Futureproof. See the arrow is pointing above my head, which is where all the thoughts come out of our heads, future-proofing us. I'm excited to talk with each one of my guests today as we go with Joe, Rachel, and Sophie. Joe, I know as a partner in Futureproof, one of the things you guys are really looking to do is pull together different people with different specializations and then making them help build communities, which is what Frisco was talking about.
Sure.
You know, how do you build a community of businesses that support each other in creating a sustainable ecosystem in actually economic terms? So I'm excited to hear in some of the ways that maybe Futureproof started and how that idea of pulling different groups of people together came about.
I see. Well, Futureproof started with my partner Priska over in London, and as a sustainability consultancy, mostly to architects. When I joined after Katrina, we were really down here trying as best as possible to kind of fill the vacuum. There was some, we were looking to rebuild. We were trying to respond as much as we could with all the knowledge that we've gained working across the country, across the world on sustainable projects. We have always been kind of an interdisciplinary team, bringing engineers, artists, architects, landscape architects, and industrial designers, industrial ecologists, environmental scientists together to form teams to address the issues and concerns that our projects bring up, and to be able to supply solutions as best we can with reach out to the most knowledgeable people in the world and really try to bring cost-effective solutions to our issues. So we still live up to that today. We have artists and landscape architects and engineers all working within our team. We think of ourselves often as kind of a loaded term, but whole systems integrators. So we'll come into a project and facilitate decisions that can really guide to kind of a cost-effective realization of a project. We certainly certify projects to be green projects, whether that's through the USGBC's LEED programs, Enterprise Green Communities, Sustainable Sites Initiative, Living Building Challenge, which is very exciting. Super exciting, really. And
it's the leading edge.
It really
of what's
is.
possible.
It's very fun.
Yeah.
We do a lot of work with companies, with businesses, especially clean tech companies, to develop strategies for really cleaning up their industrial ecology and their sources of materials, their in and outs of processes. And we have a design group within our firm for those when we're working with groups that don't have all the technical ability. We have a site systems specialist design group, so we're dealing with ecological restoration, water remediation, stormwater, site systems, and renewable energy. That's where we bring in our design team.
Absolutely. Rachel, I'd love to hear maybe one of the projects that you've worked on that you feel really excited about.
Well, basically the main project that I'm working on is Federal City, and I'm kind of, I guess, project manager for public transportation and biofuel use, and I just started here about 3 weeks ago, but I'm really excited about it because as we use public transportation, like it not only reduces pollution in the air and the impacts of cars on our landscape, but also it makes our community tighter and it forces interpersonal connections. And so it's something that, a bus route, which seems like, you know, something that's just so mundane and just a utility thing, how you shape that can really affect a community. And if you make it usable, then more people use it and less people use their cars. And then if you put bike racks next to the bus stops, people bike there. And, there's so much that we can do. And I don't know, I'm really excited about the Federal City project just because it is, it's going to be this green site, but it's not only doing that, it's revitalizing kind of the whole Algiers community is what it seems to me. So it's really exciting.
Definitely. And Sophie, tell me, everyone has their pet projects, the things they really love or they're excited about, even if it's not something you might be working on yet. What's that project for you?
Well, currently I'm also, like Rachel, working on Federal City, but I am doing the owner's project requirements document that will.
What does that mean? If you're going to tell a layperson out there who's listening to you right now, what do they think? What do they think that is?
Basically, it's a list of standards according to USGB, Building Council and LEED certification of sustainability measures that have to be taken within the Federal City project. So it's applying to new construction and then retrofitting prior to 2030. So that's the
Sure.
optimum we have to reach net zero. So it's just outlining steps and goals in order to reach those targets. And
So is your job really to look at those items and figure out how they connect to Louisiana, New Orleans in particular, or?
For now, I'm more assembling the whole document and picking out different standards and examples that we can use, and then try and implement it within Federal City and have the stakeholders comply with that.
Excellent. I love best practices.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing.
It's true. I mean, really, with Federal City, it's a really unique opportunity. It's 260 some odd acres directly across almost from the French Quarter. It's about the size of the French Quarter. It's a BRAC base realignment, so a former Navy base. And what we're really trying to do is take the federal initiatives, the presidential decrees, the net zero goals for AIA and the federal requirements, and kind of building a composite code again for all of those buildings, which is over 10 years build out. It's going to be one of the largest Louisiana initiatives going on over the next 10 years. So we're trying to define that set of standards that will apply to all of the built environment. It'll deal with roads and transportation, stormwater management, new construction, renovation. And so the owner's project requirements is one of those documents that will live on for a decade or more, and will hopefully influence the sustainability track not only in Federal City, but will hopefully influence the Gulf Coast and beyond.
So, Constitution of Federal City.
Exactly right.
That's great.
Exactly right.
That's perfect. Thanks so much, guys. I appreciate the overview of what's happening here. We're going to take a quick break right now. As you guys know, I always do this. But what's the website where they can find out more about you guys?
Yeah, you can just Google Futureproof, Futureproof Sustainability, and you can find us there. We also have a new community that's launching pretty soon, which will be very interesting, and you can find links to that on Futureproof. But that's it's called True Sustainability, and it's kind of an area where people can interact and discuss means with which they're trying to achieve living buildings.
Very nice.
So,
Yeah, that project needs as much support as it can get, because it really does take building to the level that it needs to go.
absolutely.
Because there's really no limit to what you can do with the living building, and it's an ongoing process. So that's the great thing about it.
The trick really needs to be how do we get beyond sustaining and get into regenerative work.
Living.
Living. That's right.
Exactly.
And fun too.
Exactly.
That's the good point.
Definitely. All right, everyone. Check them out. Awesome news. We'll get back to you guys in just a second with one more quick little segment, because I have to say goodbye to my guests that are here. And I think I'll keep Joe on for a quick little discussion because I have a very specific question for him. I always ask it, and you guys know what it is. If you have other questions, tweet me. Tweet those questions. I have my phone on me somewhere, and I'll answer a couple of your tweet questions as well. Have a great day, and thanks again for watching Sustainable 1000. Have a bye.